This course is for those who start learning Linux as a fresher, someone who has expertise on other flavors like Windows, Mac, and he started learning Linux as new operating system. So this session will give some understanding for those who just started learning the Linux environment. I will start covering couple of the basic commands to begin with the training. Moving forward, I will go to each topic and will give some in-depth understanding on each area. PWD. PWD is the command which you can use to identify the present working directory where you are residing. So in my case, I am inside /root. /root is the base path for the user which I am logged into. If I put id command, I could be able to see whom I am I, the user whom I logged into. At the same time, you can use another command whom am I. This is a syntax. Who am I? So which states the user on which the session logged into. Clear. This is the command to clear the screen. So I'm creating a new user account. User ID is a command to create a new user account. User account test. So now I'm switching to, I wanted to log into the user as test, su-test. I can do the same from the same login. See, I logged into test. Now if I press id command, it will show the user account as test, which means currently I am logged in as test user. PWD is the present directory, working directory. This is the directory where I am currently residing. mkdir is the command test1 to create a directory. ll is the command you can list the directory. So if you look at here, you can see the directory name test1 is created and the permission of the directory is listed over here. The first D denotes it's a directory, then RWX, it's read, write, execute permission. Then again one more RX, one more RX. So the first three belongs to the user who is the owner of this account. The owner of this account is test because we created a user account test. I switched into the user ID test. Okay, so when I'm creating a file, the owner of the account, the file by default it will come as test. And the primary group of this user is test, which is why it is showing the group also as test. And the permission of the owner is read, write, execute. Permission of the primary group is only read, execute. Write permission is not there. This permission is comes from the umask value. If we change umask value, this permission parameter, the permission what we had seen for this file can be changed. I will get you a separate session for umask. At the moment, predominantly I'm trying to cover the basic commands. Forget about umask if there is any confusion. So if you put ll, you can see the directory. Now if I wanted to get inside test, so I can just go cd test1. See, I moved into test1. Now if I press pwd, I can see the present working directory where my file is located is /home test1. Here I can create a 0 KB file, touch Linux. If I put ll, I can see the file name. So I created a touch file name. The size of the file is 0 MB. Because this is a 0 MB file, I use a touch command to create the file. So if I want to create a file with some data, Linux 1, I can use this option. This is Linux. This is Linux new. I have to put Control D to save the file. Now if I press L, see there is a file created with 34 bytes because there is a content inside the file. So at the same time, if I create another file, test2, Control D, LL. See, because there is a space in between, which is why it considers 1 kilobyte. 1 byte has been taken for this. See, the size of the file is. If I do VI is the command to edit the file. See, I'm just deleting that. You can just push D. Escape. DD. WQ. Save the file. Now you see that the size of the file is changed to 0 byte. Earlier it was showing us 1 byte because when I am doing the editing of the file, I just removed that blank line. So now this file also comes with a 0 byte size. So if you want to clear the screen, I have to use the command clear. So the screen is cleared. So far we covered mkdir command to create a directory, to create a file, cat linux 3, this is linux, Control D. You can also use this option vi file name, vi linux 4. So this will open vi editor where you have to use escape key and press I for insert mode. So once you press insert mode, you can see here insert mode is activated. So here you can type this is test file. You have to press escape colon WQ to save the file. See, now you see Linux 4 file is created. The size of the file is 18 bytes. Now if you want to remove one of the file, you have to use rm command, rm file name. The file is got deleted. So now I will show you different things. I have a directory. I'm going to delete this rmdir. The directory is deleted. We are not seeing any errors, right? So if you press, the Linux dir is created. At the same time, I'm going to create the same directory, mkdir linux dir, and I'm just getting inside of this directory. I have to use cd command to move inside of the directory. And then now I'm creating a file called cat lin. This is testing. Control D. So now you press ln. It shows cat lin. This is testing. Okay. Now if you go cd double dot, that, so if you put cd double dot, you can go to the parent directory. So plus all files are there, the directory we created as well. What was the directory we created? Cd. Now I am going to delete rm directory. Will this get directory deleted? Just see. It says it's a directory. So I'm doing rmdir. Will it get deleted? See, it says there is a file content available on this directory. So which is why you are unable to delete it. So you can either go to rmdir -f main rmdir is a command to see the syntax. Parents remove parent directory and its ancestors. Example mk rmdir-abc is similar to rmdir-abc. So we have to use -p to remove the parent directory. Rmdir -p. man rmdir q. I'm just getting next dir. I'm just deleting rm. This is deleted. Now we have to go back side. ll rmdir. So this get deleted. See. This is an easy and simple steps how to create a directory, how to delete a directory, how to create a file, how to delete a file, how to check all files are exist on the system. CLR to clear the commands screen. ID is the command to see who am I, the person who logged into the system. You can use at the same time who am I as well. Who am I? See that because the user you logged in is who am I. who-r. The run level of the server will be listed if you use who-r.